We are right in the middle of the 2025 state legislative session. Our Kenny Beck sat down for a one-on-one with Senate Leader Phil Berger at his office in Raleigh. He joins us in studio now with a few of the key takeaways here. Kenny?
Well, Lindsay, Senator Berger tells me the #1 job of the legislature right now is to make sure they've done everything possible to help the people of western North Carolina recover from Helene. He says they're also waiting to see what the federal response will look like moving forward. He added they hope to vote on the Senate's version of the budget before Easter. I asked him what it's been like working with North Carolina's new governor, Josh Stein, if we could see any form of marijuana legalization, and if he believes the state will ultimately allow people to legally carry a concealed weapon without a permit.
As far as someone that is approachable, someone you can have a productive conversation with, I'm very optimistic on how things hopefully will work as we go forward. But make no mistake, there are some things that he would like to see us do that we are not inclined to be in favor of. I don't see that there is any chance of full legalization of recreational marijuana. I do think there continues to be discussion about medical marijuana. The Senate has on a couple of occasions passed medical marijuana legislation, and I think there remain majorities within the Senate for legislation of that sort. Constitutional carry is a recognition, I believe, of people's Second Amendment rights with reference to firearms. The Senate has passed constitutional carry legislation this year. I was a sponsor of that legislation. I am told, and in conversations I've had with colleagues in the House, I think there's support over there for it as well.
Do you feel like that's something that if it made it through both chambers that Governor Stein would veto?
Yeah, you know, you'll have to ask him. I suspect there'll be some pressure on him to veto that legislation because the gun control lobby is very strong in the Democratic Party.
And we're going to hear much more from Senator Berger as we profile the race for his seat. Rockingham County Sheriff Sam Page is running against Berger in March of 2026. I spoke at length with both men. We'll have that story for you next week.